I just wanted to make a quick video talking about the state of Rogue. I think Rogue is in a very solid place at the moment, but I mainly want to focus on the difference between melee Rogue and ranged Rogue. Up until not too long ago, Ranger Rogue was pretty much the only viable way to win fights. This was done by just kiting infinitely with a crossbow, trying to use set bonuses and poison procs for big damage. Although with the addition of silent footsteps, playing around backstabs with Vanish over Swift Conceal has become extremely viable and has been a lot more fun for me. I just want to analyze a few clips I've gotten, get some good backstabs in, and then finish the fight with dagger combos. The only thing you really need is high crit chance, getting 100% or as close to 100 as you can, because Rogue has very high crit damage and daggers don't really do too much, but they actually hit pretty hard if you're always dealing 200% damage or so. So the general strategy, backstab, and then try to finish the fight with some dagger combos. So let's get into the first clips here. Alright, so in this first clip, I'm going to be stalking this pyromancer for a little while. The main reason I don't backstab him right away is because I see that he has a fireball fully charged. So if I were to backstab him, he would just turn around and hit me with it. I see he's baiting this legendary drop, so I'm hoping that he can shoot the fireball at whoever's over there, and then I can go in for the backstab. It does end up taking quite a while. This is typically a little more patient than I normally play. I go back over here to reset my invisibility, hopefully far enough away that he doesn't hear me. I drink the shield pot because I do kind of plan on going for the backstab and then just tanking the fireball. But I kind of changed my mind. He's in a weird position. He has like a slight elevation. I don't really want to go for the backstab, so I end up waiting out a bit longer. I have to go back down, reset my invisibility. Here, he finally shoots the fireball, but he's still not in the greatest position to be backstabbed. His footsteps are silent, but jumping is not silent, so I cannot jump up there behind him for the backstab or else he'll hear me. Back down the stairs to reset invis. Now this is starting to look good. Not the greatest positioning, but I go for it anyway. Luckily he was just in blues, so he died pretty quick. I do see the legendary is gone, and that druid has it. Kind of a risky push here, but I see he's using regrowth instead of trees, so I think it should be a pretty easy kill. Fortunately, get kind of stuck here since I can't jump without making a sound, but I end up going for it anyway. Missed the backstab, but I still commit. Quick blades to get out of that and reproc invis, burn the poison, and end up securing the kill here. Super geared druid. In this next clip, I see this guy, and I decide not to move because it's a lot easier to see an invisible rogue who's moving, and I really don't want to be in this position where he has high ground over me. Kind of risky, but I do reset the invisibility here, even if he hears it. Trying to move up to get into a better position, but yet again, playing it patient. Always want to start with the backstab, if you can. and then I hear a fireball go off, so I know I can third party right here. I figure he's hurt, so I go for the finish, and then I immediately change my mind because I hear the pyromancer pushing through the door. And then since I see that door close, I know I can go for this pyro. Nice little backstab dagger combo. Dead. Blue and purple, pretty decent kitted pyro. This next clip is a very undergeared fighter, but there's one thing I do want to showcase in here. I'm going to take the high ground just so I have a nice spot to ambush from. You see my invisibility is about to wear off, which is pretty alarming because he should be able to hear me if I want to reactivate it. So he starts fighting these knights. I decide I'll try to reactivate it while he's fighting so he doesn't hear it. So right here, when people get backstabbed, they usually turn around. So circle back around, get a second backstab in. And then after the spin ends, go for the punish. Nice clean fight against the fighter. I have this clip in here because not only for rogue, but most classes, I mean really any class, you always want to have an escape route ready. So making sure you have a portal open somewhere or know where to go if you're in danger. And I had been hearing a rogue over here, and I've also seen a rogue in the feed getting a lot of kills, so I think it's going to be a pretty tough fight. When you're fighting another rogue, you want to get the first hit. The most important thing. We get into a scuffle here. I have a huge misplay, take a ton of damage right here. But luckily I can outspace this dagger attack and go for the punish. And you do get that 50% damage reduction for 3 seconds when you break stealth. And then of course before looting, you always want to heal up and check around, and this is exactly why. And you see I get hit with the thunderclap, so my movement speed is reduced. So use the charge attack to get away from that, from his charge attack, since I can't block it. And right now I'm just trying to create as much space as possible, seeing if he's still going to chase, because I do want to go back for that loot. But unfortunately, he is still chasing, and I decide it's just not recoverable. Here's just a few more backstabs. I hear a druid in here. So lead with the backstab, dagger combo. He's running, finish with the crossbow. Extremely quick fight, just a couple of seconds. And he's actually very geared. A swordmaster down there on the left. This is the perks of vanish over swift conceal, is I can actually take my time, reposition, and line myself up for a backstab. This guy is a little extra oblivious and he's not in a very good kit, but still a backstab showcase nonetheless. This is going to be more of a head-on melee fight. I am unfortunately not able to get the backstab first, so when you can't, try to lead with the crossbow shot. This guy is only in greens, but still fundamentals, outspacing that charge attack. Block the spin. Second it's over, go for the punish. And then the two-handed sword only has a 3-hit combo, so go back in for the punish after the 3rd hit. This is going to be more of a in-depth fight on a melee showcase against a swordmaster here. He actually catches me off guard. So I quick blade out because he hit me with a thunderclap, and I see the charge attack coming. I was also very surprised that there was a man invisible right there. Get the incendiary pot and the crossbow shot just to get some damage on. And then I hop down here to get a nice little invis off of this enemy. And then just start leading with dagger combos. This actually was quite a big misplay on my part. You shouldn't really re-engage without quick blades ready. I got pretty lucky getting pushed off of that so I can reset. But here's mainly the melee showcase I wanna get into. So for charge attacks, you wanna always outspace and punish. And then for parries, you wanna turn and walk, and then go back for the punish. And then this will probably be the last clip. I mainly want to show this one because sometimes you can't always play melee rogue. So this guy has been in the feed killing people with the unique hammer. And when it comes to shields, don't have a way to get around shields with the daggers. So gotta play ranger rogue. Unfortunately, you still have to do it sometimes. But I did want to showcase this because he's using a very good and expensive weapon here. And I have no legendaries on, but you can still win. I like incense mainly because it cuts their healing by 50%, so you can really keep a lot of the pressure on. I'm just trying to get a lot of chip damage in with the crossbow, and then trying my best to stop him from healing. You really want to keep your distance from that unique mace. It would probably be pretty close to one-shotting me here. Luckily, I was able to avoid the really damaging part of that. And then I see pity proc. Let's go for the finish. And then a little bonus clip here at the end. You know, sometimes you just can't win them all. Quick blade and run. Always got to be very wary of Swordmaster landmines. They are everywhere in solo. That guy was extremely kitted, almost one hit me. So that was about all I had at the moment. Mainly just wanted to showcase how good melee rogue can be. I'll hopefully get some more footage of some melee fights with some better geared players, especially fighters. Hopefully I was still able to show how strong melee is, especially against geared druids, pyros, and swordmasters. Anyway, that's about all. Please leave any questions you have in the comments. I'll try my best to help any of you rogues out there.